Coming up on this episode of WJMH Reports, we'll take you to an unforgettable prom experience all about inclusion.
Then explore all the attractions that Moundsville has to offer.
Finally, view a recap of the OVAC Girls Basketball Championship.
Tune in for that and more on this edition of WJMH Reports.
Welcome to this edition of WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait.
The OVAC Cheerleading Championships recently took place at Westbanco Arena in Wheeling.
WJMH reporter Abby Korngiver has more on this week's top story.
33 schools competed in 7 different divisions for the title of OVAC champion. These divisions included non-tumbling small school, non-tumbling large school, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and 5A. Many schools like Edison High School, St. Clairsville High School, and Wheeling Park High School defended their titles yet again this year. Edison head coach Casey Mazingo says that the team has made a lot of progress throughout the year and is excited for the next years in a new division.
They knew coming into it this year that this was their last year in the non-tumble division. They wanted to go out with a bang. They wanted to defend their title 4 years straight, and they did it.
While winning the title wasn't new to Edison, there were 4 schools who were crowned champions for the first time in school history. This includes non-tumbling small school winner Bridgeport High School, Cameron High School, who received first for the 1A division, Shadyside High School in the 2A division, and Union Local High School in the 3A division. Shadyside head coach Michelle Burkhart was ecstatic that her team has worked so hard to receive this title for the first time in school history.
They killed it, and I'm so excited for them. And it is, like you said, for varsity at Shadyside, it's the first time in Shadyside history ever to win the OVAC.
The runners-up for each division include Monroe Central High School for the non-tumbling small school division, Harrison Central High School for the non-tumbling large school division, Barnesville High School in the 3A division, Weir High School in 4A, and John Marshall High School in the 5A division. Reporting from Westbanco Arena, I'm Abby Korngiver with WJMH Reports.
Yeah.
Thanks, Abby. After the competition, OVAC Executive Director Dirk DeCoy posted the following message via the Ohio Valley Athletic Conference Facebook page. The Union Local Cheer Squad was awarded and crowned the Class 3A cheer champions by our judges at the OVAC Cheer Championship on Saturday, February 1st. The Jets are still and will remain Class 3A champions. Per the OVAC rules, Barnesville exercised their right to contest their own scores, as all teams have the opportunity to do. The cheer committee reviewed the tape and confirmed a scoring discrepancy. Because of this, Barnesville and Union Local will be Class 3A cheer co-champions for the 2024-25 school year. The OVAC apologizes for our error and congratulates both Union Local and Barnesville cheer squads. WJMH Media was honored to broadcast OVAC cheer once again this year. Our team also broadcasted the OVAC Girls Basketball Championship as well. Stay tuned for a recap of that later in our show.
It's an exciting time of the year for senior girls at John Marshall as Queen of Queens is rapidly approaching. Queen of Queens is a pageant held annually at John Marshall High School where senior girls compete to win and represent the school in the OVAC pageant against winners from surrounding schools. This year the pageant is on Thursday, February 27th. During the pageant, the girls will be judged on poise, their answers during the interview segment, and the talent they choose to display. This year is the Director of Band and Theater at John Marshall, Tracy Philbin's 10th year overseeing Queen of Queens. She's excited about the variety and talent at this year's competition.
We have some singers, we have some pianists, we have instrumental things like a steel pan solo, a trombone solo, and we also have something very different, which would be some speed painting this year.
Queen of Queens is a great learning moment for contestants in many ways.
Getting up in front of not only your peers, but also strangers in the community is a lot of pressure. And so it's a good life skill for girls to get out there and stand up and represent themselves and get to speak in public, plus show off whatever talent that they may want to display.
Not only is this event fun for the contestants, but it's also fun for the community. Friends and family of the contestants participate in the excitement by wearing shirts, making signs, and cheering on who they want to win. Join the fun and support these wonderful girls on Thursday, February 27th in the John Marshall CPA.
John Marshall is bringing back MORP. MORP is a dance mainly for underclassmen that can't go to prom, so they have a fun activity to go to other than homecoming, but all classes are welcome to join. This year, the freshman class will be sponsoring the dance to raise money for their junior prom. There will be different activities such as a king walk, crowning a MORP king, competitions for the kings and students, and prizes for the overall best costumes. The dance will be held Friday, February 21st in the John Marshall Gym. It will be held from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., and concession stands will be available. Tickets will be sold in room 258, Mrs. Walton's room, and room 371, Mrs. Yates' room. Tickets are $10 per person and for JM students only. One of many teachers' favorite memories is Brad Paisley proudly being crowned MORP King in 1991.
The Tim Tebow Foundation's Night to Shine is back in the Ohio Valley for the 2025 year. WJMH reporter Morgan Carlin has more.
Night to Shine is a prom experience focused on people with special needs ages 14 and older. The event is centered around God's love for all people, aiming to change the narrative on how people with special needs are viewed. All guests receive the royal treatment once inside, with stations for hair, makeup, and shoe shining, a karaoke room, and prom favors. The coordinator of the night, Janet Allen, wants the special needs community to know that they are important and God loves them.
Most kids and adults have never got to go to a prom before, and they love this. Like, they feel special, and they truly are the king and queen of our prom.
Activities included at the event were bowling, limousine rides, and dancing. Night to Shine doesn't take place only in the Ohio Valley and takes place on one night around the world, serving as a catalyst for churches to begin or enhance ministry for people with special needs, allowing the guests to become part of a community where they are loved and supported. Volunteers at the event, like Aubrey Anderson, understand the significance of the event.
This event is important because it really shows people that they aren't different because they have different abilities. We are here to show them that they are just as equal as we are and they can do all of the things that we can.
The highlight of the whole night was when every guest in attendance was crowned king or queen of the prom, a Night to Shine tradition. The event was an overall success with 300 registered guests and over 400 registered volunteers. Reporting from the Moundsville Penitentiary, I'm Morgan Carlin with WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Morgan. Night to Shine occurs every year the Friday before Valentine's Day. If you'd like to sign up as a volunteer next year, you may do so at their website, ohiovalleynighttoshine.org.
The second and final blood drive that JM will be hosting this year will take place on February 24th from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the gym. Sign-ups for students begin the week of February 3rd in the main and senior commons. Students can also stop by the nursing room to request a sign-up form. Students must be 16 years old, meet the weight requirement, and be in good health to donate. All students will be required to have a signed permission form from a parent or guardian. Certified nursing assistant Caitlin Crum views the blood drive as an opportunity to gain real experience and learn from watching and working alongside professionals.
We get to watch firsthand the phlebotomists giving the IVs or taking this student's blood.
If you're not a John Marshall student and would like to donate blood, visit vitaland.org to book an appointment. Career and technical education is an important part of schools. Coming up next, we'll take a look at the importance of CTE month.
Also, we'll give you details on how to get a free prom dress and accessories.
Stay tuned for that and more after the break.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait.
February is a special month to recognize all the career and technical education classes offered in our schools. WJMH reporter Angelina Hott has more.
Career and Technical Education, or CTE programs, are classes available for students in high school and now middle school. CTE classes are set up based on career paths that students are most interested in, such as computer science, restaurant management, engineering, and more. In these classes, students practice clocking in and out of work values, company professionalism, and many more life skills needed to be successful in the workforce. Marshall County Schools CTE Director Bob Wilson believes that these classes are very important for students to be a part of.
It gives the students an opportunity to try things out, see if they like them while they're in high school, and decide whether they want to pursue that whenever they're in college or in their career field.
For Marshall County students in high school, many CTE classes are offered. Some of these classes include welding, auto shop, business and accounting, broadcasting, drafting, machine tool, nursing, agriculture, and so much more. These classes help expand students' learning experiences outside of traditional classrooms.
There's just so many different opportunities for students to have in CTE classes that they wouldn't have in just the regular education classes.
Not only are CTE classes available to high school students, but in Marshall County, middle schools offer a wide variety of classes like Project Lead the Way, robotics, Discover Your Future, and agriculture. These classes are important for students to join because they not only learn important life skills, but they also get better job opportunities and career paths. Not only are CTE classes available, but there are also CTE summer camps that students can attend during the summer. This year's CTE camp will take place June 2nd and 3rd for students in 6th through 9th grade. Be sure to get a head start on your future and join a CTE program. Reporting from John Marshall High School, I'm Angelina Hott.
Thanks, Angelina. If you'd like to attend CTE camp, information and registration will go home with students on April 24th. Looking for a fun physical activity? The 4th annual Stepping into Spring 5K is approaching. The run will be held on Sunday, March 23rd, beginning at Moundsville Middle School and ending at Mounds of Nutrition on Jefferson Avenue. To register, visit runsignup.com/race/WV/Moundsville/stepping-into-5K. Those who register before March 7th will be charged $30 and guaranteed a t-shirt. All proceeds for the event will go to local rescues and animal shelters.
The 2025 OVAC Swim Championships took place earlier this month at Brooke High School. It was a great day for the Monarchs as the girls' team brought home an OVAC 5A championship and the boys' team finished 4th. Individual winners at the event include Maitland Miller for 150 free, Ada Aubrey, Zoe Zervis, Sarah Hess, and Savannah Potts for 200 medley relay, Ella Finley, Zoe Zervis, Ada Aubrey, and Maitland Miller for 200 free relay, and lastly, Wyatt Jefferson for 100 breast. Timmy Snyder, John Marshall High School head swim coach, also brought home the hardware for 5A Girls Coach of the Year. Maitland Miller also won OVAC Female Swimmer of the Year at the event. After this meet, the team participated in the Region 1 tournament where several individuals came out victorious and automatically qualified for states. These swimmers are Wyatt Jefferson, Zoe Zervis, and Dalton Brown. The girls' team also took home the team championship at this event. We'd like to congratulate all of John Marshall swimmers and wish them all luck at states. The Marshall County Chamber of Commerce is hosting its highly anticipated Business and Health Expo for the 2025 year from February 28th to March 1st. The two-day event will be held in the Moundsville Center inside the walls of the former West Virginia Penitentiary at 818 Jefferson Avenue. Over 2,000 people attend this event, as well as around 90 businesses annually. Activities included are live demonstrations, the opportunity to explore industries such as home improvement or healthcare, and a food court with the bread and butter deli. For vendors, the base cost for an 8x10 booth space is $190 for chamber members and nonprofits, or $240 for non-members. Additional tables are $10 each per 6-foot table. If you would like to become a vendor, you may apply at the Chamber's website, marshallcountychamber.com. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. If you would like to secure a spot as a sponsor or have any questions about the event, you may contact the Chamber of Commerce through their phone number at 304-845-2773. Again, that's 304-845-2773. 7-3.
The Cinderella Boutique is back. On March 1st, 2025, the Prom Boutique will be held at Calvary United Methodist Church on 1st Street in Mountsville. The boutique will be available to browse from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. One of the godmothers at the boutique will help you pick out your dress, shoes, and all accessories you'll need for prom. Co-chairman Diana Novel shares information on the organization and event.
We do this. We're an organization of women, and we'd like to empower younger women. So we do this as a gift to you, so they know that the older generation is looking out for them and trying to help.
Every item at the boutique is free. The Ladies League of Marshall County are the ones providing this service, and they are honored to give the future queens of Marshall County schools. They ask to show your school ID to pick your outfit. Again, the Prom Boutique will be held at Calvary United Methodist Church on 1st Street in Mountsville from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on March 1st.
February is Cancer Prevention Awareness Month.
Coming up after the break, WJMH anchor Angelina Hott will sit down with someone from WVU Medicine for more information.
Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.
Welcome back to WJMH Reports. I'm Angelina Hott. The month of February is National Cancer Prevention Awareness Month. Cancer is one of the world's most serious diseases, and it is very important to be aware of what you can do to help prevent it. Joining me now is Reynolds Memorial Hospital primary care physician, Dr. Jamie Evick. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
So, what exactly is cancer?
So cancer is when normal cells mutate into abnormal cells and can affect any organ, any part of the body.
How does cancer affect the body?
So it will overtake an organ. It grows abnormal cells in an area that you normally wouldn't find those cells. So that's where they talk about chemotherapy, radiation, surgery to try to remove or shrink the abnormal cells or the tumors.
What is the most common types of cancer that women can get?
So women can get breast cancer, lung cancer, colon cancer. We also get endometrial cancer, cervical cancer.
And what about men?
So men, one of the most common cancers in men is prostate cancer, followed by lung and colon cancer and skin cancer.
What are some signs of early detection in men and women?
So different cancers have different screening recommendations. So for example, women should get their mammograms, they should get their pap smears. Colon cancer screening can be done with colonoscopy or Cologuard. PSA is a prostate cancer tool that we use that we encourage men to talk to their physicians about.
What are some ways that people can help prevent and lower the risks of getting cancer?
So smoking cessation or not smoking at all is probably one of the best things you can do to not get cancer. There are vaccines out there, the HPV vaccine, which prevents certain types of cervical cancer. Limiting alcohol use, eating a healthy diet, wearing sunscreen to help prevent sun damage and recurrent burns.
And where can somebody find more information on cancer prevention?
So one of the best places to go is the American Cancer Society's website page. They have a lot of information pertinent to men and women, and also would encourage you to meet with your personal physician to go over cancer screenings and prevention that's age appropriate.
And what is the most important thing to know about cancer prevention?
So not all cancers can be prevented. We do have, again, certain screening modalities out there. Keep in mind, a lot of people think that if you don't have a family history, you're not going to get cancer. Really, most cancers are diagnosed in people without family history. So we need to be proactive and take all the measures that we talked about to try and prevent cancer.
Well, thank you for joining me here today.
Thanks for having us.
Although National Cancer Prevention Month is observed in February, it is important to take steps to reduce your risk of developing cancer all year long. Coming up next, I'll join Audrey and Emma on the desk for the latest sports and entertainment news, including an update from the recent OVAC Girls Basketball Championship. Stay tuned. WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait. On Saturday, February 8th, girls basketball teams from around the Ohio Valley competed in the OVAC Championships at the newly updated Eco Center in St. Clairsville, Ohio.
The championship game started at 10 a.m., leading with the 4A teams Indian Creek Redskins versus Oakland Golden Bears. After the final buzzer, Indian Creek won with 65 to 45 points. This year's senior, McKenna Scott, was awarded 4A MVP. Indian Creek coach Steve Eft is extremely proud of his team.
The girls worked for this all season long. There's been a lot of ups and downs this year with injuries and different things, but this group persevered, and I'm proud of them. You know, 1 through 12, they've all contributed to this, to getting here to this moment, and I'm real proud of them.
Next, the 5A games took place with the Steubenville Big Reds going against the Morgantown Mohegans. Morgantown won with the final score of 63 to 50. The game's MVP was senior Sadaya Jones. Then at 2 p.m., the 1A group took place between the Cameron Dragons and the Frontier Cougars. Cameron won 57-41, and freshman Kendra Thomas was awarded the MVP. Next, the River Pilots took on the Steubenville Central Crusaders. The final score of that game was River 55 and Steubenville Central 21, with Carly Trifnoff being named the game's MVP. River senior Kaylee Hagan appreciated the effort her team put forth in the championship games.
I think everybody did their part, everybody hustled, gave it their all, and I think if we wouldn't have done it, we wouldn't have had the best outcome, but everybody did their best, and we had a great outcome.
To end the day, the Fort Frye Cadets played the Wheeling Central Maroon Knights. Wheeling Central won 55 to 46. This game's MVP was senior Caitlin Blake.
Congratulations to all the teams who played in the event for making it to the finals. WJMH Media was also at the event for a live broadcast of all 5 games. Our crew will be back for the OVAC Boys Championships on Saturday, February 15th. You can watch all the games starting at 9:50 a.m. on WTRF.com.
Now, joining us for more sports and entertainment news is WJMH anchor Angelina Hott.
Thanks, Audrey and Emma. February 15th is School Resource Officer Appreciation Day. The National Association of School Resource Officers encourages schools to acknowledge their hard work that the school resource officers put in every day to keep their educational institutions safe. Every school resource officer is well trained and carefully selected by an employing law enforcement agency to work within our schools. Being a school resource officer is a unique job within the branches of law enforcement. They educate the students about law, support them, and can also be a counselor to the students. Here at John Marshall, Corporal Sean Mail hopes that himself and other teachers at the school can help guide students in the right direction.
Out of the 1,100 kids that are here, that one, I can change their path and direction in the future.
Although their hard work sometimes goes unnoticed, school resource officers are a major asset to the educational environment. February is nationally recognized as Love the Bus Month. Schools and communities across the country come together to honor the iconic yellow school bus and the dedicated drivers who transport millions of students safely each day. This month-long celebration provides a wonderful opportunity to express gratitude and raise awareness about the importance of school transportation. By highlighting the vital role of school buses, the Love the Bus Month reminds us all of the essential services that they provide and ensure that every child can access education with safety and reliability. Beyond advocating for safety, Love the Bus highlights the significant role that school transportation plays in education. By acknowledging and valuing the contributions of these student transportation professionals, we can motivate more individuals to explore careers in transportation. This, in turn, will help guarantee that students have safe access to safe and dependable transportation services for many years ahead. Furthermore, Love the Bus serves as a reminder of the daily commitment that these professionals make to ensure that each child arrives at school ready to learn and return home safely. It's an opportunity to celebrate the stories and experiences that unfold on those yellow buses, which often come to become an extension of the classroom. For the first cheerful greeting by the bus driver to the friendships formed in the rows of seats, the school bus journey is a cherished part of the educational experience. By fostering a deep appreciation for this vital system, communities can come together and support and improve school transportation systems, ensuring that they remain a reliable and an integral part of the education landscape. We are grateful for our transportation department and Marshall County Schools who work hard to ensure that students not only arrive to school and to and from school safely, but also to various extracurricular activities. Thank you for all that you do.
Coming up next, we'll introduce you to this week's Staff Member of the Week.
Stay tuned. That and more is around the corner after this break. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Straight.
This week, for our staff recognition segment, we will be featuring Jessica Bruce.
Bruce has been teaching at John Marshall for 3 years. As an intervention teacher, she teaches a variety of classes.
Well, I teach a good bit of different classes. I have 2 English freshman classes, 2 biology classes, an environmental earth science, physical science.
Outside of school, Bruce likes to read. We want to say thank you to Miss Bruce for her hard work and for being this week's Staff Spotlight.
Embrace your surroundings and find the beauty in your town. Moundsville has many perfect attractions for locals as well as tourists. Over the next several weeks, WJMH Media will put a spotlight on these beautiful locations. From outdoor attractions, cultural tours, to historic locations, Moundsville has so many perfect sights to see. For more information on events and tourist attractions near Moundsville, go to visitmoundsville.com. Again, that is visitmoundsville.com. Tune into our next episode to see our first spotlight around Moundsville.
Now let's take a look at this week's Weekend Pictures brought to you by WJMH anchor Audrey Ferguson.
I really enjoyed the wrestling duels and being able to photograph the exciting matches.
Thank you for going. The pictures looked great.
There were a lot of really exciting sporting matches going on in this edition. As the winter sports season wrapped up, we'll continue to have more results right here on WJMH Reports.
We would like to thank all our loyal viewers for tuning in to another episode.
We would also like to thank WLU-TV and Xfinity for airing WJMH Reports.
We'll be back next week with more stories from around the community, right here on WLU-TV and YouTube. For Emma, Angelina, and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Audrey Ferguson. Thanks for watching and have a great day.